Wes Fromm here with head coach Tom Curley of the football Huskies as we enter week 8 of the football season. Coach, you were back at home this past weekend against a Fair State team and a good offensive team, not able to stop them in that second half on that key drive. Talk about the game.
Well, it was, I don't know if you want to say a tale of two halves, but you know, our first half, I know offensively, our first half we had 3 scores and 245 yards of offense. You know, in the second half we had the 1 score on a short field, and then I think only 60-some yards of offense. Had I think 4 or 5 and outs. Defensively, you know, we had a hard time stopping them. We did get them turned over 3 times and had 3 big plays on some turnovers. But you know, they're a handful. I mean, that quarterback, you know, he's a horse. He goes north and south, and if you know we hit him, I told our football team I thought we played hard, and we hit him. He just, you know, he's a handful.
It seemed like both sides of the ball, maybe part of that turnaround in that second half, you weren't able to stay on the field offensively, and then not able to get them off defensively.
True. There's a point there, about 7.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, West, where we scored after we'd gotten a turnover, and we're up 27-10. You're 3 scores up. Did not feel good. I mean, knowing how explosive they were, you know, they went down and scored, and we had them 3 different times in third down and didn't stop them any of the 3. And they scored and kicked it down. We made a mistake on a penalty on the kickoff, so we started, you know, on our own 10 or so, and threw an interception, you know, on a third down play. So they're first and goal on the 9, and it took them 4 downs, but they got in on a 4th down play, you know, and from 27-10 up to 27-23 with them having all the momentum in about a 3.5 minute span, I think was really a huge sway in the momentum.
Even that said, they take the lead, but yet you guys turn them over late in the game. You get that fumble. You get a chance to take the lead or tie with a field goal with the ball inside their 20. Talk about just the end there and what the thought process was.
Well, we got the ball on our own end and moved the ball, had 3rd and 1, and got stopped, and didn't get it on a fullback belly play. Punted, I think, on the 1st down, turned them over. So now we're 1st and 10 on the 19 or whatever it was. Get down so it's 4th down on the 1. We're on the left hash, which is not a great hash. You know, we're down 3. There's 7.5 minutes to go in the ball game. You know, we chose to go for it. You know, we try to preach that we're going to try to play to win. Felt we could get a yard. You know, we've always told our kids if we can't get 1 yard, then, you know, we don't deserve to win. And knew that even if we didn't, we had the win at our back. We'd missed our last extra point, so, you know, there was a bunch of different issues. We you know, if you said rolled the dice, went for it, did not get it, and that was unfortunate. Still felt we, you know, had a pretty decent chance because they were going into the win. We forced a punt. You know, we're still time. You know, if we have to kick a field goal to get in overtime, and they did a great job. I mean, I'll give Ferris the credit. You know, they took the last 7 minutes and 10 seconds, ran the ball, you know, hit, I think, 3 or 4 third down plays where they made the 1st down, and we never got the football back.
How about some individual players in that game? Taylor Zalkowski defensively had 12 tackles. He had an interception. He had a fumble recover. It seemed like he had a good game, and he had some guys back there that, you know, had a tough chore taking down that big quarterback.
That's right. He played well. You know, our defensive player of the week was Cam Allen, our defensive end, who, you know, we thought was solid all day. You know, kept everything inside of him, contained the quarterback well. You know, the quarterback had over 30 carries. You know, he had most of his rushing yards. You know, passing yards. A year ago, he had really hurt us with throwing, and you know, this year I thought we did a much better job of containing that. You know, they still had a lot of rushing yards. You know, one thing when you get back and look at it, I think they were 60 or 70 yards below their average, and they were, you know, I think 8 or 9 points below their average. I mean, they're a very good offensive football team.
Well, you got another good offensive football team coming into your place this week in Saginaw Valley State, and they're undefeated in the GLIAC North Division. Talk about the Cardinals.
Well, it's a problem, but it's a different kind of problem, Wes. In that, you know, last week it was, you know, the running game was something that you really had to put your focus on. This week coming in, you know, with Jennings and Janis, that, you know, that's a lethal passing combination. You know, last week I think against Hillsdale, you know, they set some records that you know, might not be broken for quite some time. You know, and I think he broke a school record. Jennings, the quarterback, throwing the football for yardage, and I think Janis had 14 or 15 catches for I don't know, 3 or 4 touchdowns and just a million yards. So they're, that's a great combination. They've been good, for 3 or 4 years. I'm glad they're both seniors, but we'll get a chance to go at them and see what we can do this week.
What might be some vulnerabilities with the Cardinals?
Well, I think the big thing we have to do is play a complete ball game. We played well for a lot of that football game Saturday against Fair State. That was a good football team, came in here. They were ready to play, and we matched them, blow for blow, hit for hit, whatever you want to call it, and at the end, you're 3 points short. And, you look back and wish you had this play or that call or this pass or that tackle that you missed back. We have to be ready to go, knowing that it's going to be 60 minutes, knowing that, offensively we have to help our defense. We have to stay on the field. We have to maximize points. Defensively, we got to contain, can't give up the big plays. The little things that, execution-wise get you W's instead of L's.
Well, Coach, we look forward to the game. Have a good one.
Thanks, Wes.